Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is LittleMarMan. We have another Call of Duty Zombies video. This one is going to be a bit of a storyline video, and it's going to be about some of the unsolved mysteries in, of course, the storyline. There's a lot of things that you can theorize about and try and provide evidence for, but either way, it's still going to be a mystery. It's still going to be a gap in the story, and there's nothing we can do about it until further information comes out. For this video, I decided to compile a list of all these weird unsolved mysteries. Some of them you can sort of explain, others are totally unexplained and forever unexplained. They have been unexplained the past few years, and nobody knows why. And the way the Black Ops 3 story now is going, this new timeline, it's sort of having a lot of interference from other timelines and a lot of reference to those other timelines as well, and I think it's really important that we address some of these mysteries. So if you guys could, do me a massive favour and smash that like button, and of course subscribe for more zombies videos like this, and comment some of your theories if you want to about some of these unsolved mysteries, and of course any that I do leave out. So there's no easy way to actually start this, because I can't really do it chronologically, because what is chronologically with the multiple timelines, and I can't really go from like timeline chronologically because that wouldn't really make sense. So I'm just going to start up on the map of Moon. Obviously when we complete the Easter egg, we sort of swap souls. Richtofen swaps with Samantha, and nothing is heard about Samantha or our original crew after that. Our original crew, if anything, are stuck on the moon. Nothing has happened with them. Are they still on the moon, or are they not still on the moon? Remember, this sort of links into the Black Ops 2 timeline, so there's an apocalyptic Earth, and nobody's going to send a rescue mission up for 4 people they don't even realize are actually there, and of course during the time of an apocalypse on Earth. We have radios in the Giant indicating some other form of our original characters is actually contacting them, and I put out a theory that maybe that is the moon crew. That is total theory, like there's no really evidence behind it other than that it's not the actual Origins crew, and there's nothing you can really take from it. So our original characters may very well still be right up on the moon and waiting to do something, and this sort of leads me into another unsolved mystery. When Samantha actually goes into Richtofen's body, a lot of people believe then she sort of teleported back in time and went to Agartha, but that doesn't really make sense with the sort of whole study of the MPD and all the information we actually know about the MPD. It wouldn't be able to give her enough power to actually go back and get trapped in Agartha and then turn into an American girl when she was previously German. So obviously it's an alternate timeline, but on this timeline Samantha hasn't even been born yet, and it really doesn't make sense that if she wasn't born she couldn't really head to the center of the Earth. So she was obviously displaced there, but how and why? Like, how did she even get to Agartha? It's just unexplained, and it's a mystery. How did she get to Agartha in the first place? And better yet, why did she go from German to American? And whilst we're on the whole topic of Agartha, when we complete the Easter egg in the map of Origins to actually free Samantha from Agartha, we step into a teleporter, and then there's a whole gap in time between this and the map of the Giant. Does this timeline end, or do our characters actually get displaced onto the Giant timeline? And even if that, how did they sort of all get split up? Like, they obviously got teleported somewhere because we're supposed to be granted with riches beyond our imagination. That's what Samantha actually promises us. And if those characters are actually granted riches, where did the other Origins characters come from? But even at that, there are quotes that the Origins characters remember the map of Origins, so it must be the exact same. So they step through this teleporter, and it is a total mystery what happens after it. There must be something in between. I've always theorized about these gaps, and I always put videos out on them, but these are all still unsolved. They can only be sort of, you can only theorize about what happens in these gaps. Other than that, they are just gaps. We don't know exactly what happens, but either way, 3 of our Origins characters in the map of the Giant, Nikolai, Takio, and Dempsey, all know what Richtofen's up to, and they've been away from him for about 2 years when Richtofen has been hopping between other timelines. So something must have happened between the map of Origins and the Giant that we don't know about, and it is a mystery. It's unsolved, it's unexplained, there's nothing pointing us in the direction of what actually happened there, and I'm awaiting a secret cutscene or something by the end of Black Ops 3. Maybe there was a discussion between this Samantha and our Origins characters, but once again, time will only tell. And speaking of our Origins characters, another mystery is how the hell did Richtofen actually get the 2 vials of blood on his chest, obviously belonging to Mob of the Dead characters. Chronologically, it hasn't even happened on his timeline, so already before Origins has even begun, our origins, Richtofen has already mastered teleportation and sort of displacing himself between different timelines, but doesn't reveal that in the map of origins or actually at all to our origins characters. And keeping that in mind, here's where it gets really interesting. Let's rewind all the way back to our original timeline. We had the first map, Kinar der Toten. Now on that timeline, our characters then head onto Ascension, then onto Shangri-La. But in Kinar der Toten, our Richtofen actually had the officer uniform on him, and that was all good. Then in Ascension, he had a spacesuit on. And then in Shangri-La, which happens right after Ascension, Richtofen is back to his officer uniform. And this isn't mentioned, it's not explained, nobody says anything, they just take it on the chin. They're just like, oh well, Richtofen has a spacesuit and that is pretty much it. And nobody even sort of erupted into anything, any sort of conclusions, anything. They're just like, oh, Richtofen, he must have been doing some other shit, or he got sort of blood on his officer uniform, he just decided to put a spacesuit on. This was never explained. Definitely mysterious, definitely unsolved, and hopefully it has some connection with Black Ops 3 and it's actually finally revealed, because it's been pissing me off a very long time. And then to conclude this video, I'm not even going to talk about the whole mystery of the origins cutscene. It doesn't make sense, it will forever not make sense. Hopefully Treyarch just throws us a bone and actually sort of gives us a bit of a meaning behind it. But that is pretty much it for this video. Shout out to Beethoven, go check out his channel, he actually did let me use his track Moonlight Sonata. That is the creepy music you're hearing in the background, and of course I'm going to leave it here. I hope you all did enjoy. Once again, peace out, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very soon.